Hey everyone, Daniel Medina here from the companymarket.com. It's been a while since I made a video, and I just wanted to make this video to educate people on the importance of incorporating your business. Whether you're going to use your business now or you're going to use it 6 months or 12 months from now, it's pretty irrelevant. So I just wanted, there's a lot of reasons why people incorporate their businesses, but I just wanted to touch up on a few points on why people incorporate their business and why you should incorporate your business. So let's just get right into it. The first reason for incorporating your business is your business name. People get excited, people want to tell the world that you're ready to go into business, and they go tell their friends, they go tell their family, they go tell co-workers, and we're not saying it's going to happen, but just for protection, you should always incorporate your name, because once you incorporate your business with that name and trademark your logo and your slogan, it belongs to you and no one else can use it. In many cases, it doesn't happen too often, but like I said, you want to protect yourself. In the case, a perfect example is the situation with Facebook. The Winklevosses had an idea, and they brought in Mark Zuckerberg to help with their idea to kind of like launch this site. It wasn't called Facebook at the time, but Mark Zuckerberg saw this as a great opportunity. So what he did was he stole the idea and created Facebook. And we all know what Facebook is today. It's a very big social network. So you always want to protect yourself, protect all your ideas, protect your legal name. So always incorporate once it's stamped with the state. It's yours. No one can take it. Your logo is trademarked. No one can use it. No one can make something that resembles it, because the idea is yours. And like I said, it doesn't matter whether you're going to use it now or you're going to use it 6 months from now, 12 months from now. Fact of the matter is that it's stamped. It's yours. No one else can use it. After that point, and you can go ahead and tell everyone about your business name and what your ideas are, and maybe ask for help and ask for partners. If you need any partners, and then you just have to take the proper steps in protecting yourself. So now talking about protecting yourself, the second point of why you should incorporate your business is liability. You want to protect your assets from the business assets. This is one of the main reasons why people incorporate their business. You do not want to have your personal assets at stake when you're conducting business. Basically, when you incorporate your business, it's its own entity. It's like another person. It's another human being. The articles of incorporation is like the birth certificate of the company, and your tax ID number for the business is like the social security number of the company, and it's its own separate entity. The reason you want to separate this is because when you're going into a business, you always have to deal with different types of individuals. You have to deal with other vendors, and sometimes you're not going to have 100% satisfied customers. That's just the name of the game. That's just nature. You're not going to be able to satisfy everyone. And unfortunately, in the world we live in, people always want to sue everyone, and that's just the name of the game. So basically, if someone sues you and you're working as a sole proprietorship is nothing more than an individual working as doing business as such and such corporation. And you have no protection whatsoever, because if you get sued as a sole proprietorship, the person who is suing you or the company who is suing you is suing you, the individual, doing business as such and such company name. Now, when you incorporate and someone sues you, someone is suing the business. You are maybe the owner, the president, sit on the board, a partner, it does not matter. You're just managing the business, or you're spokesman for the business, but you're not personally liable for what the business does. Even though a business doesn't conduct business on its own, and it's always the managers that are conducting business. But as long as you're not doing anything fraudulent, you're protected by the veil of the corporation, and no court can pierce that veil as long as you're not doing anything illegal. As long if your company is doing everything legal and someone just sues you just because whatever the case may be, they're not happy with your product, happy with your service, then what happens is that you go to court of law and it gets settled out there. If you have to pay some sort of settlement, the company pays the settlement and not necessarily the individual or the owners of the business. If you're not incorporated and they're suing you, if you have a house, cars, money stashed away, that's pretty much up for grabs in a court of law, because you're not protected under the corporate umbrella, if you want to call it that. And that's just the name of the game. Like I said, you're not going to satisfy customers 100%. If you're in business for a long time, every company has their issues, until you kind of like get up and running and make it more efficient. These things can happen. So, and this is probably one of the most important reasons why you should incorporate, is to protect your personal assets. And you have to protect your personal assets, because bottom line is that if anything major happens, it may or may not be your fault. You're protected totally, and you don't want to end up in a real big situation where all your personal assets are up for grabs in the court of law. So that's one of the second reasons. That's the second reason why you should incorporate. And the third one is basically taxes, deductions, and tax breaks. People incorporate for the tax breaks. If you're working as an individual and you're earning extra income, it's going to go on your personal income statement, and you have to file taxes. And we all know that sometimes if you're generating additional income, your return gets eaten away by the additional income. And as an individual, it's very hard to write off, as an individual, it's very hard to write off certain things, deductions, and things of that nature that pertains to business. But if you incorporate your business, you get all the tax breaks that any other corporation gets. You can write off meals and entertainment, trips, anything that has to do with your business. If you're running your business from home, you get tax breaks for that. You could actually put your utilities in, your telephone, just your cell phone. If you're using that, you can't really do that as a sole proprietorship or basically earning income and putting it on your personal tax statements. So taxes, that's a major issue as well. So incorporate for protecting your name, protecting your assets, and keeping more money in your pocket in regards to taxes and deductions and things of that nature. So those are the three, one of the three reasons of why you should incorporate your business. And with that comes just a word of advice and a tip here for you entrepreneurs on what to do. You should always have on board, you should have your attorney on board. If you need to have any internal documents created, if you have a partner coming in that he's maybe investing in your company, $50,000, $75,000, whatever the number is, you should always have an attorney on board to draw up these documents, okay? Can you do it yourself? Sure. Can you represent yourself in court? Absolutely. But this is why you pay a professional to get it done. So you always have an attorney on board, especially an attorney that specializes in corporate law. They know the ins and outs. They could always draw documentation. They can do your if you have an LLC, they'll do your operating agreement for the members. If you have partners and shares in corporation, they can draw this out in a nice contract, and it's always good to have that. The second person you should always have on board is a CPA. Now, notice I said a certified public accountant. I didn't say someone who just does your taxes. Okay, when it comes to business taxes, it's more complex. Okay, I've seen this, and from my personal experience, I can tell you, yes, a CPA costs a little bit more, but bottom line, it's going to save you a lot more in the long run when you have to pay, taxes, and you have to pay, extra because your taxes were amended. It's happened to me. I tried to save it $200-300, but I ended up paying $1,500 extra when the taxes were amended. So trust me when I tell you, have a CPA on board. They know the ins and outs of the tax code. I mean, there's 80,000 pages of tax instructions and how things work. So you want to have a CPA on board to do your taxes. Also, with business taxes, it's March 15th, and personal taxes is April 15th. People kind of get that confused. And once again, like I said before, have a CPA do your taxes because you don't want a big mess with the IRS later on. So with all that being said, we do incorporation services. We can help people incorporate their businesses, you can actually go to our website. It's www.thecompanymarket.com. Or if you want to speak to me directly, I'm always available. My number is 888-601-1113. Just visit our website. We have a lot of information on there. We actually have an FAQ for questions you might need answered on our website. It's on the partners page. And like I said, I'm free to phone calls. You can email me. We have a contact us on our website. And if you just need to get incorporated, I mean, we're very cost effective. We are pretty much in the same ballpark of all the other corporations, but all the other businesses that are doing incorporations. And we offer a lot more. We offer a lot more than any other corporation out there that are doing incorporation services. And we don't charge extra. Why should we? So basically, come to our website, call us, email us. You need corporations done, we'll get them done for you. And that's pretty much about it. There'll be another video discussing the differences between an LLC and a C Corp and an S Corp. And hopefully we'll get that to you right away. So hope to see you or hear from you soon.
Who's in the stars without a sky?